3rd of August 2013. We're here in Cebu, Philippines. Dave, how are you going, mate?
I'm well. Happy to be in Cebu.
Perfect. Hey, Dave, first of all, how was that pro press conference yesterday?
Yeah, it was a bit overwhelming. Black Eyed Peas guys and media left, right and centre, fans. It was a bit of sensory overload, but yeah, it was great, fantastic.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see another pro press conference like that. Normally, we're quite happy for them to finish. This one, I was like, keep going, guys.
Yeah, it was outstanding.
Yeah. Hey, at the same time, when you sat there on stage, that was a pretty stacked field, right? World champions left, right, and centre. How does that work for you? Does that intimidate, or does that inspire you to see how you can sneak below the radar and just pop in between?
Yeah, I prefer the races with the bigger names. That's why I make my main goal Kona. I prefer to race the bigger names rather than hide in the smaller races. So yeah, I'm happy all the big names are here, and it's a true test. You know, if you win a race with just dogs' bodies there, you know, it's not really that much of an achievement. But you know, if you can put in a good performance against these guys, it's feather in your cap.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Hey, you just finished a training block in Switzerland. How did that work out? And with the Alpe d'Huez race, kind of like as the finishing touch to it.
Yeah, it was a great camp. I've come off a long injury this year, so I turned up to camp pretty unfit, and that makes life pretty tough when you go to an altitude training camp with Brett Sutton and TVB, and you turn up unfit and a bit overweight and all that type of thing. But it was great. 8 or 9 weeks there knocked me into a bit of form, so I'm getting fitter and fitter every week, so it was great. And then the Alpe d'Huez trip was epic once again. We had a great crew, perfect weather, and a nice little race there in the middle.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Describe a little bit, because people hear about the Alpe d'Huez or the Team TVB Tour de Alpe d'Huez. How does it work? The ride up to there, the race, and the way back. Because it's not like just next door, right?
No, it's in another country, and we ride there. So we always set off on Sunday morning. We ride about 160 kilometres over the Col de la Forclaz, I think it is, and into Albertville. And we stay in a 5-star hotel that night. No, it's a better 1-star hotel. And then we get up the next morning and we ride the rest of the way to Alpe d'Huez, which is about 120k. And we had to go over the Col de Glandon, which is a famous climb in the Tour de France, and then we finish going up Alpe d'Huez as well. And so it's a long way to get there, but it's good fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great tour, and it's kind of like a bit of a yearly epic happening within the team. Dave, you mentioned already you're super focused on Kona this year. What would be a dream outcome for you?
I haven't thought about placings or anything like that. It's a bit of an old sporting cliche to just worry about yourself and all that type of thing, but yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm a bit of a Neanderthal, and I think at one thing at a time, so I'm just worried about myself, and whatever the outcome is, that's what it will be.
Yep. The Philippines currently is obviously tomorrow. Then what's next for you in the next few weeks?
I've got a 4-week training camp in Thailand, and so that's again to get ready for Kona. Nice hot conditions there, and this will be a hot race as well. I think a bit of a problem I had last year in Kona is all my lead-up races were all hilly races in sort of cool conditions. Right. So I'm going to do this race here, which is going to be flat and hot, and I'll have 4 weeks in Thailand. That's going to be flat and hot as well. Then I'll do Metaman, which I'm excited about doing for the first time. Then we'll go across to Mexico, which will be nice and warm again, to do the final preparation for Kona.
Yeah, great. You've been running the ONS, for example, now for already quite a bit. How have these shoes adapted to you and you to the shoes?
Oh, they're great. I love them. My first few Ironmans, I had big problems with just the achiness of the legs. That wasn't really the heart or the lungs that was slowing me down. It was just the jarring in the legs, and just with the special lugs they have underneath, it stops all that and helps them run faster.
Yeah. And we saw yesterday you got your new horse, your new Cervelo.
Yep.
Just fresh out of the box, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
How is it? How have you got it set up for the race here? Are you going disc? Are you going non-disc? Or what's your approach?
I've got a 60 mil 3T Mercurio on the front, and I've got the 3T Mercurio disc on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty flat course. So anytime it's reasonably flat, go the disc for sure. And yeah, then just the P5 frame, and yeah, it's ready to rock.
Yeah, all good. Well, Dave, we wish you a great race tomorrow, and obviously a phenomenal lead up to Kona, and we'll see you in Kona in October.
Thanks, Matt.
Cheers.